I invite positive energy. Gold white light surrounds me. I am here. I am love. I am at peace. I belong. I am whole. I am power. I am divine. And I am healed.
My background in spirituality, it would be to connect it a lot with psychology. I think there's a deep connection between our relationship with ourselves, our inner world, and our connection to spirituality, or you could term it religion or consciousness.
My interest in spirituality and indigenous healing is the desire of finding peace, speaking one's truth, living a free life, and getting in touch with one's roots.
My opinion of what trauma is that it's a fracturing of yourself. It's turbulence within you that comes from the past, something that hasn't been processed fully.
Main trauma is derived from family dynamics. The trauma that feels heavy, confusing, stressful, and creates a lot of fear.
I first recognized I needed to heal from trauma when I was doing my undergraduate. There were some mental health issues going on, and so I was looking for support from outside, like CBT, for example, and also taking certain kinds of antidepressants. That realization got deeper when I got into 2020 after COVID struck, and I really put my life in a difficult position, and everything was really just coming out to show all of the kind of inner demons, you could say.
During COVID lockdown, that's when I realized I needed healing, and it became an active goal to try and get this healing. The starting point was expression, telling my truth, speaking up, diffusing it bit by bit.
The process, introspection was a big one about people, relationships, my life up to that point. Just came across this book and it revealed that you're not your thoughts and emotions, you don't have to identify with them. And there was an exercise in that where you lie peacefully still, you do some deep breathing, and then you deal with some difficult emotions.
I tried ayahuasca as it had a holistic approach to it, and I really enjoyed doing it in a group. Everybody was so willing and open and ready. We had to go on a diet so the medicine would work to its fullest potential.
When I did that, I got to see more deeply where my difficult emotions and beliefs about myself, where they came from. And so doing that was another key part of the healing process. And so it's important to be still, be honest with yourself, introspect, and then you can find the truth out for yourself that way.
I remember swaying side to side as if I was in water. I saw deities like nymphs, a Native American chieftain, and a African gogo, or African grandmom, sitting as if listening to the universe, listening to the spiritual world. I interpreted it as being accepted by these cultures, the medicine, the process, and just learning what I needed to learn. environment, it was very great because the people are very open to healing and being vulnerable and showing themselves, telling their truth. And it made it easier for me to talk about the traumas and what I was looking for. Beyond taking the medicine, we also did activities and workshops where we got to know each other. We went on walks, we ate healthy food. And then at the end, it was nice because like they gave us salt and sugar. Everybody was like, "Wow,
This is amazing!"
yeah, this
right?
is amazing." It is like a game changer. I think ayahuasca was like one of the top tier practices I've tried, but like I'm definitely open and willing to trying more because the journey continues, the journey of healing. Also being aware and knowing about other cultures and other people and the different communities, it's great and it's amazing because you find that interconnectedness when you explore and find out more. It's good to know that we all connected and we all feel the same pain and pleasure.
Being willing to kind of face yourself and knowing that it's not going to be as hard as you think it is. You just need to make a start on it. And the key to that I found was making time and space for yourself to be relaxed, comfortable, and still. Do like some deep breathing beforehand, put some peaceful music on. And if there's something on your mind, the other key thing I learned was that we're always telling ourselves a story about our experiences, how other people are behaving, why we are the way we are. And the idea behind you don't have to identify with your feelings and thoughts is that you can reinterpret that story if you want with some new insight. That becomes really clear if you look back in your past and you look at some of the things you believed in like school, say, and you're like, oh, that wasn't quite right. And it's the same now, even in this age. We're grown-ups that are still growing up, you could say.
Does it ever end though, the growing up?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And growing up can look like becoming more childish as well. Like the other key thing I learned was that if you engage with those like kind of inner demons or like these like emotions that are stored in your body and your mind's just playing out some thoughts coming from your body, if you can connect with your body and be still with your mind and present with what's going on, you can trace the roots of the stories that you were telling yourself and feel into those emotions more deeply. And what happens is you can then be able to change your story and your interpretation of your own life. And so you gain more control, more perspective, you know yourself and understand yourself better. So that was another like really big one for me alongside psychedelics. My spiritual goal, I think, it's always to discover like deeper layers to myself, to find myself in a sense. So because your story is always changing and there's like these deeper layers, there's always that journey, and so I'm trying to connect more with what you could call like one soul, my soul.
Finding your peace, telling the truth, living, then you'll get your breath of glory. But those are my goals. Speaking
your truth, I found that like really hard in my life actually. And it'd be nice if that just like flowed out. Like you have to kind of be really connected with yourself to be able to speak your truth. Otherwise, to some extent or another, you have to be submitting to someone else's truth or some collective truth or idea.
Hey,